They're listening right now to your breath, to your silence. Leave a comment, or they'll think you're hiding.
I've never been the paranoid type. I don't double-check locks, I fall asleep with the lights off, and I've walked home in the dark more times than I can count. But this got to me. It started 2 weeks ago, on a rainy Tuesday morning. I was heading out to work. The sky was a dull gray, the streets were slick with drizzle, and everything smelled like wet concrete. As I approached my car, something caught my eye. A small piece of paper tucked neatly under the windshield wiper. At first, I thought it was a flyer or maybe a ticket, but when I picked it up, the paper was damp and soft, and someone had written on it with what looked like a black Sharpie, 3 words. I saw you. That's it. No name, no explanation, no contact info. Just, I saw you. I looked around the parking lot. Nothing. A couple of people heading to work, a dog walker down the street. The usual quiet suburban nothingness. I laughed it off. Probably some dumb joke. Kids, maybe. I threw the note in my glove compartment and didn't think about it again. Not seriously, anyway. The next morning, there was another one. This time, don't act like you forgot. I stood there longer, heart beating just a little too fast. My first instinct was to think someone got the wrong car. But my license plate was right, my street, my usual spot. No mistake. I checked the car. No scratches, no broken windows. Everything seemed normal. I didn't tell anyone. It felt too weird, too specific. By day 4, the notes were waiting for me every single morning. You looked right at me. You smiled. You lied. I stopped sleeping well. I parked 2 blocks away one night just to see if it would stop. It didn't. The note was there. Same handwriting, same black ink. You can't run from this. I started waking up early, like 4:30 a.m., and watching from the living room window just to catch whoever was doing it. But every time I'd go out, the street would be empty, dead silent. The note would already be there, waiting. By the end of the week, I finally cracked. I installed a small dash cam facing out through the windshield. Motion activated, night vision, the whole deal. I figured if someone's sneaking up to my car, I'd catch them in the act. The next morning, the note was there. Smile for the camera. And when I checked the footage, there was no one. Not a single frame. Just hours of empty street and still shadows. Until one moment, at exactly 3:46 a.m., the screen glitched, just for a second. A single frame, barely a blip. But when I paused and zoomed in, there was a face, pressed against the glass. I must have stared at that frozen frame for 5 full minutes. The face was blurry, distorted by the glass and the glitch. But it was definitely human. Or almost. Pale skin, wide eyes, no eyebrows, no expression, just watching. I showed it to a friend later that day. He said it looked like a Halloween mask, that I was probably being pranked. But he didn't see the eyes. They weren't blank. They were focused. Like whoever it was knew I was watching back. I started leaving the car unlocked. I wanted them to take it, steal it, trash it, anything. I just wanted the notes to stop. They didn't. You're pretending again. I was in the passenger seat. You looked away. I stopped going to work, stopped answering calls. I barely ate. Just sat by the window all night, watching, waiting. I even tried leaving my phone on the dash, recording video. The next morning, it was still recording. Nothing but silence. Except at 3:46 a.m., the exact same time, another glitch. 1 second of static. Then, just barely, a whisper. So faint I had to crank the volume all the way up. Say it. That was it. Say what? By now, my nerves were shot. I started questioning everything. My memories, my past few weeks, even older stuff. I thought about therapy, or the cops. But what was I supposed to tell them? Hi, someone's leaving creepy notes and also possibly teleporting. Then came the final note. Last night. It wasn't under the wiper, it was inside, laid neatly on the driver's seat. No sign of forced entry. 6 words written in bold, jagged strokes. You left me in the trunk. I felt sick. My legs went numb. Because I knew exactly what it meant. Not last week, not this year, 10 years ago. Before I moved here, before I changed my name. A night I buried so deep I stopped believing it even happened. One road, one fight, one mistake, and one decision I never told anyone about. Now, whoever or whatever this is, they remember. And they want me to open the trunk.